call from
Donald Grant.
an incarcerated individual at Oklahoma State Penitentiary. You may start the conversation now.
I always struggled all my life. I had to do what I had to do to live because I don't have no damn food. I ate off the street. If I might watch you eat fried chicken or whatever, and you throw away your straps, I would like walk up, play it off, have my shoe bent down, take the chicken bones, the box, and put it in my pocket and eat that shit. Life is kill or be killed. You know, it's a hard knock life. Ain't that what it is? It's a hard knock life.
Dear Mr. Robinson, it is with empathy that I must inform you that inmate Donald Grant is scheduled to die by lethal injection at the Oklahoma State Penitentiary on January 27, 2022 at 10 a.m. Inmate Grant has requested you as a witness to the execution.
Hello, this is a free call from
Donald Grant.
an incarcerated individual at Oklahoma State Penitentiary. You may start the conversation now.
I always struggled all my life. I had to do what I had to do to live because I don't have no damn food. I ate off the street. If I might watch you eat fried chicken or whatever, and you throw away your straps, I would like walk up, play it off, have my shoe bent down, take the chicken bones, the box, and put it in my pocket and eat that shit. Life is kill or be killed. You know, it's a hard knock life. Ain't that what it is? It's a hard knock life.
Dear Mr. Robinson, it is with empathy that I must inform you that inmate Donald Grant is scheduled to die by lethal injection at the Oklahoma State Penitentiary on January 27, 2022 at 10 a.m. Inmate Grant has requested you as a witness to the execution. My name is Joe Robinson, and I'm the eldest sibling of Donald Grant. The day of, on the 27th, me and my siblings had to be transported in a vehicle driven by department staff that was a van with no windows on either side. Visitors are made to feel like they are, like they've committed some crime. And we were driven to H Unit. Really, it's like a concrete tomb, just cold and thorough and lifeless. We were taken to a room. There was coffee, there was snacks, and I'm like, just laid out as if it was like almost like a banquet or something like that. I don't have an appetite. My brother's about to be executed, and I'm gonna drink your water, eat your cookies or snacks or whatever, as if it was any other day. That was what bothered me, though. This was not any other day. This was the day that my brother was gonna take his last breath at the hands of Oklahoma State. So it was not any other day.
In less than an hour, Donald Grant set to become Oklahoma's 195th death row inmate to be executed.
Have mercy on your son, Donald Grant, who's about to return to you.
I really do think that my brother's crime, which was a double homicide of two young hotel clerks, I'll say is a heinous crime. His then, girlfriend had gotten arrested for something, and Donald came up with this plan to rob one of these hotels to get bail money to get her out.
According to court documents, Grant shot hotel manager Brenda McLeay in a storage room before stabbing her in the neck with a box knife. He then ordered Suzette Smith to empty the cash register, which she did, before shooting her in the face 3 times.
I know pain, so I look at pain, and for them to have to relive it. My actions, what I done back then, I can't change that. If I could, I would, but I can't change that.
It was at that point where it really hit me that Donald, in committing this crime for this woman, he did it because he was seeking our mother's love. In 1985, my mother became addicted to crack. It's like I had two mothers. There was the mother before 1985, and there was a mother after 1985. Donna was about 9 or 10 years old. I remember our mother beating him. It seemed like till she got tired.
My earliest childhood memories and everything, I remember her beating me. You know, pieces of 2x4 wood and everything, you know, make like crack my head open. That's all I remember about that time. I was more hurt by her words than the violent part she inflicted. She said things, you know, that make me not feel love. Like, I wish I never had you.
Donald seems less concerned with dying. He was more concerned with it being botched.
You know, officers said they gonna like botch me, you know, to have a botched execution and, you know, be up on that table and make me suffer. That is my concern, you know what I'm saying?
All holy patriarchs and prophets,
Pray for him.
St. John the Baptist,
Pray for him.
St. Joseph,
Pray for him.
all the angels and saints.
Amen.
Pause and wait till we receive news that the execution's taking place.
Around 9:30 or so, we were taken to the, as they call the staging area, the witness room. We were told to sit in the front row. There was 2 big glass windows and the curtains were down. And we could see shadows, you know, like people on the other side setting up. At 10 o'clock, the curtains came up. And this is the hard part. And Donald was lying, strapped to a gurney with an IV in his left arm. Yeah, that was incredibly hard to watch. You know, I saw a long tear down, down his left side of his face. Donald was told that he had 2 minutes to say his last words. He said, you know, I'm good, don't worry, I'm solid. He said, I love you, I'll be back. I also remember him saying, and I would say tearfully, I'm about to die. On the one hand, I think he was saying it for himself. But I think he was also, it seemed like he was preparing us. Like, okay, I'm about to part with you. We watched him faint into unconsciousness. And then the curtains came down. This was like theater, only it was real. It wasn't a play. It's just unbelievable.
When I leave this body, I go on what is called this black hole. It's above the Milky Way galaxy. And that black hole is so strong. It recycles this energy. It takes my soul out the body. It takes me back home. Home is not the earth. This is my second kingdom. It takes me to that home, the universe. I know my next life. I don't want my next life to be a better life, you know. I know my next life to be better.
The incarcerated individual has hung up.
So we are in New York City in my home. Recently just came back from Oklahoma City. It was last month in January, early January, and my brother Donna had sent me a box, a rather large box, of his belongings. So this was the TV that Donald included in a box that he sent me with his kufi and his bedding and other personal items. So in Oklahoma, for executions, the last 5 weeks, 35 days exactly, they begin the process. The first part of it is that they actually took Donald out of his cell on that 35th day. His belongings were that I received in a box, including the TV, was sent to me. So for the last 5 weeks, he did not have the TV that he relied on for years. To have that deafening silence, right, after years of having a TV as some type of comfort or even company, almost as like having company. If you don't have visitors, this is your company, you know, whoever you watch, you know, on TV. So to not have that, just thinking about it now saddens me, to be honest, because him sending the TV, I can't imagine what that must have felt like. You know, to have to give this stuff away, he must have felt like he was parting with not only these material things, but parting in real life, like preparing to part, to leave me and my siblings and people who care about him.
Regrets and remorse for my action, and the families, are having to, relive this. I understand. I know pain, so I know how they feel. So I know words can't bring them back. I understand it. But I know pain, so I know their pain, and for them to have to relive it, I understand. However they depict me, I get that. I can't change that. My actions from what I done back then, I can't change that. If I could, I would, but I can't change that. If they choose to, forgive me, I hope they find it, in their mind. I don't believe it's the heart, because I personally believe everybody's heart is good. It's just our minds, the things we see, the things we do that, make us become the people we are. When I went to the hotel and committed the crowd, I had no idea who was going to be there. I had no idea who was going to be there. Okay, now that said, one of the females knew me because Sharon Tubbs worked at the hotel. I've been in the hotel on numerous occasions. I've been to banquets, I've been to banquets, Christmas parties, and everything. So they knew me.
Okay.
When I come to I'm sorry.
So they could point you out.
Yes. They knew who I was.
Never mind, you had to kill them.
Yes, in my mind, but not in my rightful mind, in my wrongful mind. In my wrongful mind, meaning, when I let that person talk to me, when I let that entity talk to me, which is the devil, because God ain't gonna tell me to go kill somebody. That ain't our nature. That ain't our nature and everything. So like I said, I was psyching myself out that this is what needs to be done.
Scott Williams?
No clemency.
Adam Luck?
Yes.
Kelly Doyle? But there is a pattern in death penalty cases that we have seen since we began a couple of months ago. Severe mental illness, drug abuse, deprived and at times restricted childhoods. I believe that we will continue to see that. With that said, the people of Oklahoma have made a choice to maintain the death penalty. While I believe that the law is lagging science parents, I also feel that it's my responsibility to identify those cases that are unusually heinous and cruel. And to me, this is one of those cases. While weighing mitigating factors, the state continues to be confident in their execution protocol, and should that change, the governor has the ability to issue a stay. For me, the horror of this particular crime experienced by Brenda and Suzette goes beyond the pale, and for that reason, I have no. Richard Smotherman.
I would concur wholeheartedly with this one. My answer is no.
Larry Morris.
No.
Clemency is denied.
There's no need to be scared when you have canine advantage, too. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes, too.
Today marks 20 years, 6 months, 9 days, and just minutes since Brenda McElliey was taken from this world by Donald Grant.
And on Thursday, Donald Grant was executed by the state of Oklahoma.
Today, justice was served.
Grant confessed to brutally killing Cheryl Pilcher's sister, Brenda McElliey, and Suzette Smith at the Del City Hotel where they worked in 2001. He stole money from the hotel, telling police he didn't want to leave any witnesses.
Although Donald Grant's execution does not bring Brenda back, it allows us all to finally move forward knowing that justice was served.
Media witnesses who watched Grant's execution called it quick and uneventful. He was pronounced dead 13 minutes after the execution began, following a lot of final words that witnesses called disjointed.
There was some unintelligible chanting that he did that lasted a while. He appeared to have tears in his eyes because I could see tears down the side of his face.
News 4 spoke with Grant over the phone a few months ago.
Your case got me. I'll be gone, surely, and I'll be back. The vengeance ain't coming back stronger.
In February, Oklahoma's execution protocol will be challenged in federal court. You'll remember last year, during the state's first execution in nearly 7 years, media witnesses said inmate John Grant vomited and convulsed after the first drug in the 3-drug lethal injection cocktail, midazolam, was administered. But the last 2 executions described as peaceful. For Grant's family on Thursday, however, witnesses say emotions were running high.
I hope that we could all, viewers can all find it in their hearts to see Donald as a flawed human being like anyone else that is deserving.
In McAllister.
Personal statement to the House. At the 2017 election, I promised my wife and children that it would be my last. This is a pledge that I intend to keep. If the House votes tonight for an early general election, my tenure as Speaker and MP will end.
Mexican Americans don't like to just get into gang fights. They like flowers and music, and white girls named Debbie too. Mexican Americans are named Chata and Chela and Chema, and have a son-in-law named Jeff. Mexican Americans don't like to get up early in the morning, but they have to, so they do it real slow. Mexican Americans love education, so they go to night school and they take Spanish and get a B. Yeah, leave that in. Mexican Americans love their nanas and their nonos and their ninas and their ninos. Nanu, nanu, nina, no, no. Mexican Americans don't like to go to the movies where the dude has to wear contact lenses to make his blue eyes brown. I'm gonna make my brown eyes blue. Yeah, right there. Okay, let's try. Mexican Americans don't like to just get into gang fights. They like flowers and music, and white girls named Debbie too. Mexican Americans are named Chata and Chela American, American.